You know what? We're getting into game number 1 grand finals, where we got Sharp, who's currently rocking the non-swimsuit version of ZSS, versus the Mewtwo, who pretty much made Sharp look like he couldn't play one of those games. And he's like, Wadi is crazy! Wadi's crazy! Oh my God!
Someone clipped it to 10 seconds. Someone clipped. Why you can't keep doing this to people?
Wadi literally decided, all he did was said, BRB, I'll be back in a few minutes. He was still in the middle of that speed run. He got gold splits right now. He is not slowing down.
He said, hold on, I got food on the way from Uber Eats right now. I gotta run through this real quick.
Oh my God! Look, and we just watched Sharp play so well against Time Gear, right? Sharp looked good against Time Gear, and I like the ZSS start. Finally finds himself a boost kick and takes only 26%. Now we're looking like what is a normal game.
Oh my God! Right, yeah, it's two-stock game right here. They're just hitting each other, I guess. I can't even like. I gotta relax for a second. This match is going way too fast.
It is great. It is great. I like the immediate answer from Sharp. I like the fact that we were talking shit about Wadi's Mewtwo earlier. And this man
now he
immediately answered. He's like, excuse me? Excuse me? Oh my God. You have to be careful here too, because even though Wadi's been able to get these early KOs, Backdoor won't do it yet, but like, even so, Sharp has him at KO percents at many different times. Mewtwo is super light, and he can find a nair or a boost kick at ledge to get it even real quick.
Oh my God. Yeah, the even percents right now, this ledge is scary though. Like, and since Mewtwo's so big, like, everything he does is so scary. Even like his ledge roll is garbage, regular gap's garbage. Everything he has in the ledge is so garbage if Sharp puts pressure on there.
Yeah, I like the fact that Sharp is zaring a lot right now. Don't be overcommittal and be careful with your shots. And good job, he recognized the pattern of Sharp going for the zero pressure and trying to fade back. Immediately ran up with that forward air. This is some good gameplay between these two right now.
I got updates that says grand finals in the stream stuff. I suck at streaming. But yeah, this is really good gameplay. This is good movement overall. Oh my God! And like legit, whenever one person takes a stock, well, it's always Wadi takes a stock. Sharp takes a stock. Wadi takes a stock. Sharp takes a stock.
It's crazy. Also, people who keep saying stuff like Zero Suit is bad now, that's cap. That's cap. Cut it out. You're gonna get destroyed by Zero Suit if you keep believing that.
Oh, if she's down B, how can I get that? Of course she's not dead. She's never dead when she's off stage, no matter what.
Yeah, she's still got flip kick. She's still got boost kick, even though it is not necessarily as fast, and you don't got the nair pressure as safe as before. You still get to do it. You still get to play on retreat. You saw this. Takes the game. Sharp brutality. That is the first game going to Sharp after what was an abomination of a first stock.
God
this
damn.
is great.
Do you think Wadi goes Rob, or do you think he stays Mewtwo? Because I know I said before, Wadi, please stay Rob, don't go Mewtwo. But like here, I can actually see Mewtwo being a better pick because I feel like Rob might get overwhelmed.
Rob gets destroyed by ZSS, like hard body destroyed by ZSS. So it's a risky take, because if you stay with Mewtwo, you have the likelihood of dying early. And he didn't even look that bad in that matchup. Sharp just found the punishes. But if you go Rob, it is your best character. You want to pick a wider stage because you need more room to work with. And you need as much cheese bullshit as you could find, because you need to kill ZSS early. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Mewtwo stick it out here beyond this game for the rest of at least pre-reset. But if it switches, I would see the switch to Rob. But I think that Sharp runs it all the way through with the ZSS at this point.
Yeah,
we saw it last week, and it should happen this week too.
Oh yeah. So Sharp beat Wadi last week in a tournament. This week trolls in like winner's side, gets destroyed, and then he just decides to try and grands for the nice 6-0. Is that what he's going for?
He beat 8-Bit Man last week in
Grands.
Oh,
it was 8-Bit Man, okay.
Yeah, like he started off with the Sephiroth, and then 8-Bit Man adjusted, and then he forced 8-Bit Man to switch to Diddy Kong, which was calling beforehand. I had a feeling it would come out. Wadi doesn't have that Diddy Kong pick. He has the Mewtwo. So
oh God, this is scary. Every time he gets nair, like the 2 extra landing leg frames in the nair do not matter at all in this matchup. So every time Wadi gets naired, I'm afraid for his life.
Exactly. Look, people, look at this match right now. Tell me what you see that Sharp is doing differently with ZSS that it would do pre-patch. Not much, other than getting caught on the roll with that up smash.
Yeah, like the 2 more landing leg frames on Nair matters for shield pressure and maybe for some matchups, but it doesn't matter. MewTwo's added shield options aren't exactly that great anyway.
Yeah, you know what GSS still has? Frame 1 jab and that F tilt. They still have plenty of keep away options.
Bro,
and that
talk about how good that Zair is. That Zair is an absurdly good move that when I watch like Japanese Zero Suits or Sharp or every Zero Suit that's good, I'm just like, bro, this move is actually like ARMS before ARM was a character.
True. We are not good for people's sanity here because we call out stuff when we see it on patches. It's like, we remember the days, yeah, Diddy Kong got nerfed. Yeah, sure he did. She got nerfed. Yeah, sure she did. These characters didn't get hit super hard. If they, like, I think Wario got hit the hardest and he still, like, got some stuff going for him.
He still might be a top tier, to be honest. I'm not saying he is, but he might be. Nintendo very rarely nerfs characters to quit gutting them, like, during the game. Between games, yeah, they might.
I was about to say, between games, you turn into Bayonetta, but during the game, even when you get nerfed, you still stay Bayonetta. So, like, oh, good punish right there, recognizing the bounce off the shield. That's something you can't give to Wadi. Wadi will optimize those punishes every time.
Yeah. Well, Wadi's, like, when I watch Wadi's Rob, I'm like, his punish game's alright, not great. Watch his MewTwo, I'm like, bro, MewTwo is just, like, his sole character, I feel like. He just, I know he's, like, been playing Rob even longer than MewTwo, but, like, it just always feels so smooth when I watch his MewTwo do stuff.
Like, Wadi with a semi-charged Shadow Ball is so frightening, especially in the last game, but even in this game, because he uses it as such a good condition tool, like, for people who want to be proactive. But ZSS doesn't need to do that. I think that's why Sharp is still in a very good position here, because you can stare down that Shadow Ball pressure and be just fine. That's why Wadi actually has to go in a lot more.
Yeah, because, like, the Shadow Ball isn't that scary for Zero Suit. Zero Suit in general, and this is one of her biggest things, she doesn't care about a lot of linear projectiles. She can, like, jump over it. She can down B if she wants to read you. She can just jump in near you. Like, you need, like, kind of angle projectiles, like the links. Or, like, projectiles like a cam you can do through the air. And, like, it's really good to cover a lot of space.
Yeah, just right now it's just mostly just good advantage state control is what is winning the other player the match right now. I like the fact that Wadi backed off right there too, because a lot of times people go in and then just get pressured back. Because Sharp could have easily just retreated and got a grab there.
Oh, that side B barely catching that. Otherwise, I feel like Sharp was about to grab Wadi's landing. Nice forward air. Yeah, that forward air's been that forward air and there are really good tools to kind of stuff out. Sharp is jumping there. If you don't get the down throw, you're dying. I feel like that down throw is really fast. So you have to be ready, especially online. Even offline is good, but especially online. Reacting to MewTwo getting that grab and down throwing you is so hard, and if you don't, it's a guaranteed forward air at certain percents. Like that.
Yeah, and that position is so scary because you got Shadow Ball staring you down. If you run in, you get hit. Potentially. If you jump, Wadi maybe reads that and jumps also with the Shadow Ball. A lot of times they'll cancel it and then jump and throw. Wadi established the fear necessary to get that grab because Sharp really wasn't staying in the corner that entire game. He was like being on the move because he knew that was scary. Literally right after we just talked about the fact that he wasn't getting pressured by Shadow Ball, but he like Wadi just adjusts so fast on the fly.
Yeah. Now Wadi, top player for a reason, right? And that game, like, it wasn't like a crazy shift in playstyle. It was just a lot of little micro adjustments in situations, reading some things, and honestly killing like Sharp consistently, like 100-ish. Like Sharp really was just dying, which is also what MewTwo's good at. But yeah,
that's one thing that I mean, MewTwo. Yeah, he's got that terrible hurt box in his tail and stuff. His weight sucks, but like he does not lack in the KO department whatsoever. He's got two very viable and solid KO throws. The coolest one is the up throw. Easy. It's my favorite throw in the game. But he's also got projectile pressure that leads to KO setups. So it's not like this character can't succeed. He just gets cheesed in the weirdest ways because of that tail. Like right there, I'm pretty sure. I think he got hit on the tail actually on the back end of that forward air.
All I'm saying is I think he has the worst ledge roll in the game because of that tail, and that's sad.
True.
Even like when he's charging that shot right there, that tail is a vulnerable hurt box just in front of him. When clearly the animation makes it look like he should be like leaning back.
Yeah, when you're, if any character can say, yeah, I have worse ledge get up options than Donkey Kong, you're in for a bad time.
Oh man, the down B, dude, that down B is such a cheesy move by the way. Like, I was gonna catch someone on the ground facing. Oh my god, the nair back air. Oh, I think Wadi was not ready for that. Oh, he just kind of didn't press any buttons on the controller.
Yeah, Sharp is starting to mix up his his actual options a lot right now. He's doing a good job of trying to catch him on landing versus immediately striking, which I like because Wadi will usually wait for the initial reaction. So now that he's getting him, what?
That was such a good stab. Yeah, fully charged Shadow Ball on block, like your shield's gone. You can't use it for anything. It gets poked, it can get broken easily, and he's so like. I'm not sure if he's plus on block, but if he's not plus on block, he's close enough with Shadow Ball. That's like free pressure and wow. Does not kill, not even close. Lots of damage.
You better be careful with that ledge. Worst idea in the world. Neutral get up in front of GGxC. The Wadi, he's trying to find his openings right now. Like, oh, watch out! I thought he was gonna rip a downer on him.
I want to see Wadi. I know it's Wi-Fi, but I want to see him attempt maybe a parry on some of these like pull-up aerials that Sharp's doing. Because they're getting really linear, and like even online, these players are both East Coast, so you can reasonably go for like parries in this kind of connection off those situations.
Yeah, he was actually doing that quite a bit earlier. I believe it was against I want to say Time Gear, where he was.
That's it.
Oh, that's a stock right there. The boost kid won't take it out. So Sharp with a nice solid stock lead here. Wadi did a good job of running it back in the last game, but I'm feeling much better for Sharp so far here. However, every time I've said that, Wadi immediately answers back.
Okay. Up air. Okay, nothing. I was thinking like into like a up B or something.
Yeah, honestly, just like rip the damage. Now,
oh my god,
his jump, he's supposed to go low.
Dude, like, I feel like whenever Wadi like moves forward, it's so easy. I don't know, this matchup just looks bad. Like I know it's like not like the most like one-sided games, but it just looks bad. It looks like anytime MewTwo jumps, he's vulnerable getting hit. Anytime he's on the ground not shielding, he's vulnerable. Like it looks like he's always just in a spot where ZeroSuit has so many pressure tools on him, and his counter pressure tools aren't good enough for ZeroSuit's mobility.
Yeah, like one of the best poke options that MewTwo has, down tilt, right? Or short hop forward airs. Those get beaten out because short hop's there or short hop forward air, they're gonna beat them. They're not only gonna avoid it, but they're gonna beat them out too. So that's one thing that he loses off the bat. Like Wadi's literally playing this match by just being a very strong player. His defense is pretty much carrying him through this. But still, 116. You're likely to die to side B at the ledge, so you have to be careful. That's why he's trying to condition the jump.
Oh yeah, will it? No, not yet. Not on the ledge, normal stage. I like how Sharp just does like 2 back airs in a row with the side B. Like he's just fishing for kills. He knows MewTwo is not great at avoiding. With that said.
Oh yeah, hey,
good
retreat by Wadi, but he got caught. Now he needs to be super careful. Like you like one mistake at the ledge, side B, will rip it, and there's that jump call out with the back air that puts Sharp 2 up on the board.
Yep. And if Sharp takes one more, it's going to be a bracket reset. Remember, guys, Sharp is in loser side. Right now, Wadi is yet to lose a set this tournament. So they have to do a whole nother set if Sharp can take this next game.
Yeah, and what testament to the skill of Sharp once he got to this point, too, because before it didn't look like he had a chance. And this is like what you need to do as a strong player. You have to figure out what it was. Why was I getting pressured the way I did? He tried the Sephiroth, didn't work. He pulled out the Shulk, which was just kind of a throwaway. But here with the ZSS, he's figured it out. And he's forcing Wadi now, from the looks of things, might have to switch.
Yeah. I mean, if Wadi wants to switch to Rob now, it's not a bad time to. He can test the Warriors for the next set.
Oh my god! He even plays his character! Cuphead is on its way! I completely forgot that he plays me gutter. So here's Cuphead in the suit, looking like the finest gentleman in the room. And this is a good way to slow down Sharp for sure.
Yeah, right? Sharp's just gonna be like, yo, I respect the Cuphead. Mia, I actually have a Cuphead mug right in front of me right now. Remind me to show it off after the match is over.
Yeah, make sure you put it up there. I actually just watched like a full speed run for Cuphead too. This game, play that game if you haven't. But Wadi actually has a pretty legitimate me gutter too. It's not necessarily the best keep away character for ZSS, but it is a very annoying character as a whole to fight. So that could be a good way to get into Sharp's head.
Yeah, definitely annoying character. Also, like this character is weird because, you know, most characters give him pretty polarizing strengths and weaknesses, and I actually think. Now, me Gunner's zoning is really good, and that's kind of polarizing, but otherwise the character is pretty well-rounded. You know, good hitboxes, decent frame data, decent damage, kill power, like, solid disadvantage is not amazing. And, like, some interesting tech stuff, especially with, you know, also the different movesets give you a lot of versatility, and, like, is just a very fundies-based zoner, I'd say, that specializes heavily into the zoning aspect of the game.
Yeah, and also like a relatively strong trap-based character too. Like those bombs, yeah, you can smack them away, but they're very annoying to contest on the regular. So you have to respect the fact that Wadi pretty much has active hitboxes.
Yeah, Wadi's
everywhere.
Wadi's showing us he has very active kill hitboxes everywhere. Ah, he uses that side B. That side B so cheap online. I don't care. That side B online is actually hella cheap. No!
Oh! He has the KO option of B on his shield. That's crazy. So now, and Sharp definitely didn't know that prior. So now that's going to be in Sharp's head to realize he can't just box him on shield.
Oh my god.
Also something we never see online as well.
Do it, but wants to use like the forward air tech where like you can fly across the stage using forward air momentum. It's so good for disadvantage.
Yeah, it's great. It's great off stage too because it just pushes you right back in. Like you think that they would have a hard time recovering, but it lets you fade in. So he's got to use that to mix up Sharp. Look at that, like that bomb actually forced Sharp to back off.
These damages where they force Sharp to back off, but they also, because it's Zero Suit, she doesn't mind just jumping anyway. And at the same time, it's frames that, like, you know, Wadi's burning to set up the bombs, which aren't covering particularly great spotting in Zero Suit.
Well, speaking of B's out of shield, the original problem, that boost kick, gonna be good. Forces him off stage again. I know that up B has less range than the other version where he kind of like shoots downwards. So actually, that made it a bit further back than I realized.
You
okay,
know what would be kind of
take
funny instead? If different Mii outfits change your hurtbox, like the Cuphead Mii, for example, has a wider hurtbox because the head is so big.
That might be the time where I finally join the crowd where I say, okay, we need to ban these characters.
Yo, we got banned him again? I think we banned him like in Smash 4. I think we did ban like Customs.
We did ban them in Smash 4 because Customs were everybody had their issue.
Just say it, they're evil.
Hey, look, man, look here, okay? There's a whole video of where I have commentated about 9 matches of Captain Awesome raging, okay? He was from my state. How do you think I've done?
I'm sorry for your, sir, I'm sorry for your experiences. Customs were evil, you can say it. Say it proudly.
Captain Awesome is literally the reason why Customs got banned before people realized Palutena was broken. But anyways. Oh yeah, never bring back Windy Kong, by the way. Ever,
oh, the Avatar Kong.
I'm having terrible PTSD right now. But Wadi having a hard time just living. He cannot get back. Yeah, that's a reset for Sharp.
Just like that, we have a bracket reset, guys, going in Sharp's favor. So they're gonna run it back. We'll see what happens now. Maybe Wadi tries the MewTwo because this Mikado was an interesting attempt. I think if they use a different up B, I don't always use. Wadi's like, why is he using that up B? That up B is trash.
It's a good KO option out of shield, but not nearly enough room to be able to, you know, run away from ZSS.
Yeah, like you need a recovery tool in this game. You need to. There's so many characters that like are legitimately not top tier because their recovery sucks. And if you can choose to have a good recovery or an up air show that kills, I'll take a good recovery every day of the week.
I'm gonna take living every single time. There, you have enough. You have charge shot. You have relatively decent smash attacks, and those tilts give like good pressure too. So it's not like you're lacking in all the KO options. So I go for the recovery. What do you think, though? Do you think that he switches to Rob? I think that's kind of a crazy idea against ZSS, but honestly, maybe a wider stage and the Rob finally shows up.
I think we have to see the Rob, yeah. If we don't see the Rob, then, like, I'm not gonna say Wadi's trolling, but you have to try it. Like, obviously, the Mewtwo isn't working, although I think going to small stages didn't help. Obviously, the Mii Gunner was, hey, what if I try this, lol?
True. I mean, Wadi is about having fun. He's very much about having a good time. This is going to be a good time for nobody, though, who plays Rob. We're just having a good time. I ruined those lyrics.
We're so bad singing. We should stop.
We screwed up that whole thing.
We're so bad. I'm sorry, chat. Please don't leave us.
We don't even have to try. So damn it, I can't anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, no. I stopped it 10 seconds ago. Oh my god.
Alright, anyways, so here's the game number 1. Here's the issue. Rob sucks in this matchup. It's just the way it works. But Rob also Rob has a lot of good cheese. So he has the ability to snipe out a lot of things that people can't. using gyro forces things like early flip kicks, which you could cover with side B if you time it right. So that's what he needs to do. He needs to, excuse me, not side B, flip kick. So he needs to use that properly to punish. Like right there, he used the gyro to force him to early flip kick, right on cue. Thank you for proving my point, Wadi.
I'm just saying, you have a lot of experience watching this matchup because you live in a region with Mars and Raffi when you used to do 10 stuff.
Yeah, I had, well, I mean, we had a lot of Robs, so, like, even beyond that, like, Mars destroys Rob. It's just a fact. The only time Rob didn't happen is when Zachary randomly beat him with it, which I lost money on, because I didn't think that would happen.
You didn't think it was possible?
I didn't think that was a possible thing, but he just controls this advantage so well, which is one of the few things Rob sucks in, but, like, even so, Rob has boxing tools. If he can stay grounded, if he can keep Sharp in a spot where he doesn't feel comfortable short hopping like so, he can take a game. He can take the set. He just needs to control Sharp's like pressure.
I was gonna say, by the way, this music needs to go. This is the Banjo-Kazooie music, and it just does not feel right on this stage.
You know how I feel when I hear slugs like this. Like, the matchups don't make sense with the music.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, back to this, I get that. I feel like Sharp is
Matilda just vibing right now. That's it.
Yeah. But I feel like Sharp is not feeling super over the Rob. Like, I know you said you beat Ape Man, but also I think Wadi is a different beast than Ape Man. And
oh yeah.
I'm not sure if Sharp has even fought Wadi that much versus his Rob.
I mean, if anybody ever asks me for advice on Rob, I'm going to tell you to look at 8-Bit Man, Wadi, and Epic Gabriel completely different. Like, don't approach them the same way, because they all have like characters like this, where gyro is half your neutral, completely changes the way that people play. So it forces you to have to look at the game differently. Wadi is way more defensive, which he's really good at punishing people for just being over aggressive, which ZSSs can do. That's why Mars is good, because people don't seem to understand. Mars is actually super campy. He's really defensive. He just fakes it because his advantage is great and he presses a lot of buttons.
I always tell people that in this game, that people think of like aggressive play in this game is just combos and advantage state. They don't actually know what aggressive play is most of the time.
Yeah,
it's
like
facts.
He is easily one of exactly. He camps in your face with hitboxes, and it's frustrating. That's what makes it hard for Rob to fight. Sharp is showing that a bit here, and he needs to show it more. He needs to make it so Wadi can't use down tilt safely, and he can't utilize gyro safely. Because once he does that, Wadi is forced to jump, and once Wadi's forced to jump, Rob is going to struggle.
Yeah, I can see right now, but luckily Wadi hasn't been forced to jump too much. Also, like, Wadi's shield has not been threatened much, right? Like, he shields,
yep,
and he does something that shield, he gets away with it. He consistently gets away with doing whatever he wants at a shield, which, especially as Zero Suit, I feel like it's one of her biggest strengths, right? She hits his shield, and she goes, alright, I hit your shield, now I'm gonna make you guess and punish your shield option safely.
He's doing a good job with that, though, because, like, one of the greatest weaknesses of ZSS is when they whiff grab, and Wadi can get so much off of whiff grabs, and I think that's why Sharp hasn't done many grabs. He gets caught on the landing two with the down smash. That's first game going to Wadi.
And I'll say, actually, you know, this is where the Nair nerf actually is more noticeable, where, like, he nairs Rob's shield, and before, you could do Nair jab, and that would lock you in shield. If you did a perfect grounded Nair, or like a perfect Nair to the ground, the opponent literally couldn't do anything versus the jab except hold shield, otherwise you get hit. Now you can jump away or roll away after the Nair hits your shield, because the jab doesn't come out fast enough now. You're -4 instead of -2.
Yeah, I think the only way to counteract that, really, when you're trying to set up with Zare pressure, with short hop theirs to like pressure shield, you have to grab. And Sharp almost never grabbed because he knew the issue that could happen if Wadi got a hold of him on a whiff grab, because Wadi was hunting for it. That's why he felt comfortable in shield. So, like, I think the only way that you can reestablish that Nair pressure, if at all, because like you said, you can't use that frame 1 jab anymore for free on it, is you have to be able to establish grab and make it so Wadi actually respects it.
Yeah, you have to. You don't want to, but even just once, you have to do it. If you don't do
just
it,
a few times.
That's it. You're done. You just keep holding shield.
That's a problem with a lot of y'all. You want to swing a lot with the big green button on your controller, but you never grab anybody. Why is somebody gonna stop pressing the shield button if you never grab them? So you gotta mix it up.
Speak that speak. Talk that talk, bro. You spin right now.
I'm just trying to see people thrive. You may not want to hear it right now, but we're just trying to teach you something.
We're the educational commentary pair right now.
Facts. We've also been watching a lot of ridiculous shit all night, so this is the first time we've seen some normalcy for a change.
Yeah, right. Like I said, online. There's just no... The normal is ridiculous things, honestly. This is just weird when it's like a normal set.
Yeah, with that is not what you get out of here with any sets with Galaxy Gambit. Like I said, usually we're used to seeing Alendis or like 7 DDDs. But tonight it's been the Wadi show. Sharp trying to shut down the Wadi show. Sharp, a lot of Sharp leaders in chat been seeing Sharptalities all night. Well, I mean, hey, like you said, Wadi is
Sharptality. That's like the first time I've heard it today, and now I just keep hearing it.
If you've been just trust me, watch all of the tournaments. You will see Sharptality.
All right, I don't watch all the tournaments much, to be fair. So that makes sense.
That's because you're trying to keep your mental state in check.
Yeah, I'll just be practicing on my stream for like 4 to 6 hours instead of entering or watching it. That's why.
That's self-care.
It is, bro. It actually like going from like entering a lot of online events to entering like them occasionally and just practicing a lot has been really nice.
Yep.
Definitely recommended to
I don't think people understand how much work us commentators put in studying all these. We see what you're talking about. We know.
But back to the game. Yeah, now Sharp is just kind of running over Wadi. Wadi has been in the air, as you mentioned last game. If Rob is put in the air, it is a bad life for Rob.
And you wanna know why?
He gets almost killed from the
Yo, that man yeeted him off stage. This, I am 100% surprised in every way, shape, or form that we are currently on Battlefield. I cannot believe Wadi let him go to Battlefield as ESS in this matchup.
Yeah, right. You can't. I mean, I guess maybe the top platform might have been a landing option, but it's not working out all for Wadi.
That one landing option also converts into 1,000 combos and pressure from ZSS because she barely has to commit just by hiding under all these platforms. Like, small Battlefield makes 1,000 times more sense just because of that one loss to the platform on top. That's just me.
Totally agree. But, yeah, maybe Wadi will learn if this. Wadi's kind of. I don't know, Wadi kind of just plays by his own rules a lot of times, to be fair.
He really does.
My god, if he got that spike, though, that would be a massive right there.
Yeah, that would have been huge. Get a KO, sub 50, get yourself even. Now you're at a point where Sharp can afford to do stuff like this off stage.
Oh my god! So much damage. Look at his position. He's going super deep. Yeah, Rob can go so deep for recovery that, like, you have to kind of just let him do that sometimes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Perfectly executed.
That was...
every single bit of that was perfectly executed.
Yep. If you ever want to see how to edge guard a Rob recovering by using their up B fuel correctly and like spacing perfectly, just watch that. Watch how Sharp goes down, threatens Rob's recovery, let him go low, waits for Rob to start rising a little bit, and then he doesn't just wait for the rise. He goes and contests Rob as low as he could go without being too much of a risk. And then when he does that, just alright, hit you, you're high, just chase high immediately before Rob can even start drifting with his up B, start losing height with a fast fall or anything.
Yeah, and he punished him before he can do in that moment, when you see someone that high up after utilizing their entire recovery tool, they got 2 options. They either swing on their way back, or they air dodge towards ledge. But because both of those have relatively predictable startup, you go out there immediately with that stock up with ZSS and you swing, because you either get them to air dodge early, which you cover on your way back, or you kill them. And if they nair, you trade and you win. Like, Sharp dissected that whole recovery.
Go! Yeah, just absolutely phenomenal overall. That's a perfect way to describe it. Perfect execution. This is why we use, top level players online, right?
Yeah, like, all right. So that move, that move still exists. Down tilt is so good. It forces people into bad, like a bad frightening option. That was really good damage that he needed right there. And now he's starting to really push. Oh, he gets him again. He did exactly the same thing he did at the start of the other one. Use gyro to force the flip kick, and then you cover it immediately.
Absolutely, like, perfect play. That's just Rob stuff, right? Force flip kicks with gyro, kill. The gyro is such an insane tool because you basically throw it out and you say, hey, you no longer get to use this option. Deal with it.
True. You like, as good as that move is, you gotta learn how to punish it. Like, even though something could be great, you still gotta learn how to deal with it, and that's just well executed. This is gonna be a very big punish from Wadi right here.
Oh my god, dude! Almost got a burner boost up there.
That was some epic Gabriel stuff right there. That's what I don't ever see Wadi do that.
Yeah, if Wadi starts doing the epic Gabriel stuff, like, everyone needs to be afraid.
People need to be scared. People, you know what? I've always said one of the most frightening characters you could ever see is if you combine Wadi or Zachary with the pressure and combo game of Benny the Jets, and then the upbeat usage of Epic Gabriel. Can you imagine somebody using Rob that well?
God, that'd be, everyone would understand why I say this character is top 10. Everyone would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense to us.
Yeah, there is so much that this character hasn't been explored with because he just so many different ways to play him.
For real.
Even right now, like just making this, like just holding a lead right now against Sharp with this matchup is incredibly difficult. We already saw the last game how Sharp, what was it, 3-1, like 3 stocks or 2 stocks up, like
yeah.
and now here he's playing with a stock lead. He gets to play in a way that
my God!
Sharp
also,
to play.
You see Sharp trying to jump around like mid stage, but there's no mid platform land on. So he has kind of land in the corner or land these awkward spots mid stage, and that's been such a big factor in Wadi's game. Just that one platform off the top being gone.
Yeah, that's enormous. That's why I was so blown away that Battlefield was allowed to be picked, because just the difference here, just that center platform being gone removes a whole escape option, and it removes a combo tool, and it makes it easier to catch things. Like say if that flip kick right there, that would have been on top platform.
With that said, okay, the gyro's coming down. Yeah, there it is. Oh, Char moves forward to avoid the gyro. Nice. I'm not sure if he did that on purpose or where gyro just kind of moved forward and it worked out that way.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He's got good mental awareness. He's rolling around right now, but see, he can't reach. That was another good cover right there too.
Double jump? Yes, he did. No kill, but
forces.
Sharp needs to stop getting called double jumping there. It's so predictable now for Wadi.
He's doing such a good job at it too, because Sharp couldn't run off the platform before, like to the back. The gyro was in the way, so he's been conditioning Sharp into jumps so well, and now he can challenge him with things like these nairs on forward airs. He almost got him with the out smash too. That was supposed to be 2 games up to Wadi.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, 2-1 I think, but yeah.
Oh, excuse me, right, 2-1. That's a boost kick. Not gonna do it just yet, but if he can catch him off stage, this is still very doable. Because like at the end of the day, ZSS still has nair flip kick. You always have to respect it. It can still KO at any time. So Wadi still has to give him that same amount of respect.
Oh my God,
gonna do it.
Yeah, that's where that hit, and that definitely kills at 132. Jeez. And now we have not even game 0. She has some cheese, but she doesn't have like super good cheese. Like 0% gonna kill you with like ridiculous setup type of cheese.
You see what he's looking for already though at the left?
Yeah, nair it down B. Maybe like fair to nair it down B, but he's going for something cheesy.
Yep, like you have to take advantage of that window while you got it. And speaking of that hardcore cheese, the shredded cheese, the side B is gonna get the KO.
That is the first time we've seen Wadi use side B regular again, but that's also the first time we've even seen like Sharp get to the ledge. The most time we're just going high and praying. Yep. So Sharp goes to the ledge like once for the first time in 10 years and gets side beat for it.
That's good late game conditioning too. Wadi knew. It's like, look, I've caught him on flip kick so many times now, and I've caught him on jump from ledge so many times now, that I'm gonna just put myself in a position where I cover roll and I cover neutral get up, and I'm at low enough percent that the worst I take is maybe a rising fair and I run away. Get away from the situation at best. But you have to know your risk management there. That was just really good on Wadi. And still, I'm just incredibly impressed, because anytime I see a Rob beat ZSS, period, I'm incredibly impressed. So
yeah, Wadi's top player. You know, the higher level you get in this game is weird. I feel like at low and mid-level matchups don't matter much. At high level, they matter a lot because people try to play the game correctly. And then at top level, people start kind of making their own rules and like really like develop their own like the character's meta and their own playstyle in a way beyond the normal character play. So matchups start mattering a little bit less at top level play. Unless you have abysmal matchups. I'm talking about like 0 super.
Yeah, true. True, yeah, if you're running around as Little Mac or Ganondorf or like Jigglypuff, you see a snake on the other side of the screen, you probably want to go ahead and unplug.
Yep.
Wow, actually switched it.
Okay, Joker. I don't agree with this. I think Sharp can do it with a 0 super. If he's not feeling it, I agree. He's not feeling it.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's a big thing with being somebody who plays so many characters, right? And who's so good at so many characters that sometimes when you're just not feeling that character, you gotta switch it up. And he felt like Wadi got understanding of how he was playing, so switching up. We're gonna go to Town and City too. You get the layout opening for the wide stage, but I actually don't think FD is nearly as bad in this matchup versus Rob, versus many other characters, because Joker could do a lot if he gets a hold of gyro too.
You know, Joker as a gyro is so scary. With this, I think Joker's supposed to lose this matchup generally because Joker has kind of approach into just Rob's wall, and you know, Rob is so hard to approach. This character is absurdly hard to approach. You don't want to fight with like disjoints or like faster projectiles or like combos. Yeah. Now Joker has combos. He doesn't have the other things you really want in this kind of matchup. So
yeah, it's something Jokers don't want to see too is somebody who has not only kill throw but good mix-ups on throws. Like they don't want to deal with that. So having to deal with not only the pressure from Rob but the grab mix-ups, that can be pain.
Oh my god, he gets chopped up right there.
Speaking of pain, that back air is so strong. Getting at 85 sub 100% kill on Rob, enormous.
Yeah, Town and City, folks. Town and City is an amazing stage for some characters solely because of this layout. Even though you won't get these situations often with the side plats, you will eventually run into a situation with a character like Joker, Zero Suit, Pythra. Yes, the Pythra again. Where you just hit him like onto the side of platforms and chase him there with a combo, and they just die. Or they have a shitty situation where they get wrong.
Tell you, man, I'm gonna make Beyblade stick. I'm gonna make it work. Oh my god, he gets him again!
2 times on those platforms! This stage pick is paying off in spades right now. We're on the game 5. There's no way Wadi can bring this back. If he does, that's...
Oh, and now Sharp feeling us out too. If Sharp, with Sharp up stocks is so frightening because he gets to push pressure. Like, Sharp's advantage state control is so good. He caught him on the high recovery, but he's still got a whole stock to play with.
Yep. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, when you're up this much, you can kind of go for some things, like, you know, predictable. And be like, are you actually going to execute right? If so, it's fine. I'm still up so much. And, like, sometimes you purposely, like, do things that are predictable because you're up so much, you want your opponent to think you have certain habits that you don't. Or, like, that you recognize.
Exactly. I'm so glad that these situations keep coming up because we've seen people like Haz and Mr. R recently talk about like one of the worst things that you can deal with watching is when somebody you play a matchup with all the time loses that matchup, right? But it's because they got a hold of you. At the pro level, people adjust to that on the fly. So what do we say every week? Play unorthodox and play stupid every once in a while. That way you could throw them off and catch them getting a little bit too comfortable with those defensive habits.
Okay, the down throw. 100% can't get off the down throw. Instead, we have Arson out here. Wadi's... Yeah. He's in the air. When Rob's in the air, like, and you have a big hitbox, you can force trades with Nair. And that Nair does not trade too well. It does okay damage.
No, especially against Arsene. Like, the most that Wadi's getting out of that, like, by comparison. I mean, here, Arsene, let's sure get those Nairs out there, but that's a drag down. That is a Sharptality, baby. Like, we're going to game number 5.
69%. Nice.
I love it. Oh, yeah. Can we get some nice in the chat, please?
The chat, we need some nices for Sharp 69%. Going game 5 now. Like, after game 4 of your Wadi, are you spooked? Are you just like, bro, what? I was pull Joker the entire time. Like, holy crap.
Wadi is just so... He's such a good, mentally sound player. I don't think that's going to shake him. Because game 2, right, of this reset, Wadi got washed by that ZSS. What happened in the next game? He came right back, embodied. So... in that game, he got washed again, and it's just been back and forth. And so far, Wadi's been the one who's been able to take it back. It's on Sharp right now to replicate what just happened, and don't let Wadi figure out what he figured out because Wadi's been playing so good all night. And I like the fact that we're getting a pause here. I think we're getting a stage switch. I'm so glad we're going to game 5 too.
We could see the Wadi MewTwo.
Possibly, yeah, that's true. We didn't with the fact that. You know, Sharp has to commit to this character pick first. It does give Wadi not only stage counter pick, but it gives him the character counter pick potentially too. Yeah.
We'll see though, but... Because I'm not sure how MewTwo does versus Joker, but I can tell you right now, I doubt Sharp is ready for... Actually, no, I don't go MewTwo. I'm thinking right now,
I want to see the
barrage of projectiles from Joker sounds awful.
True. Here's the thing though, right? Did we almost curse it away? Because last time we said don't go MewTwo, he destroyed literally everybody he got a hold of.
I don't.
So did we just speak into existence the best game we're about to ever see out of MewTwo if he switches? I think he should stay Rob, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see the switch. Honestly, Sharp could switch for all we know.
Yeah,
Sharp might go back to ZSS.
I mean, if Sharp goes back to Zero Suit, he's crazy. He's capping.
Honestly, like, there's so many... I want to see him stay Joker, but with these two, they play so many characters, and they're both wild, that I could see the switches from either one. He needs to stick it, though. He needs to stay with the Joker. I don't know what stage he gets allowed because I definitely don't think he's running it back to Town and City. So we're probably going to see it run back to maybe Small Battlefield. We haven't seen any of PS2 because I'm pretty sure Sharp's trying to take the wide stage away from Wadi.
Especially PS2.
Yeah, and definitely no FD. They like ZSS hates FD. And we're
gonna see there it is. It's been willed into existence. This either we'll see, but a little bit spooky.
All right, my hands are already up behind my head. I'm ready for this. We're getting into game number 5, chat. It has been a ridiculous night. We're at 1,100 viewers. I love and appreciate every single one of you who is watching here with us. We get to see Wadi and Sharp. Sharp believers in chat. Wadi believers in chat. It's about to be stupid.
Remember, guys, game 5. This is the last game of the set. No matter what these players have played, was it 9 games overall now in this grand finals, and they played 3 games before. So this is the 12th game these two have played just today in bracket.
Yeah, this has been nuts. I mean, there's some great YouTube thumbnails, by the way, with these character picks.
Oh, you're right. No, I'm definitely not an editor. Hey, next video is this.
Yo, just put the Cuphead right. Just put Cuphead right at the start. that's an immediate YouTube clickbait. 10,000 viewers right off the bat.
You're right. Actually, that'd be so bait. But at the same time, you have to respect it.
Facts. Hey, you know what? Make that bread. Well, right now, I mean, both of these players trying to get that bread right now. There is money on the line. Both of them playing well all night. You see Wadi, like he's changing it up. Good tech chase coverage too. He's playing much more passive now with this Mewtwo, and I think honestly, this might have a chance to take it.
Yeah, he has a long stage to work with, and like, he just doesn't want to deal with Joker being so much better, like, wise, I guess, than Mewtwo close. But also, I feel like when Wadi's like really like trying, like that's kind of his like default like super try, right? Like his comfort zone is go back, camp the shallows, camp whatever projectile, play ultra safe. Oh my god, this is horrifying.
That's such a scary situation. And something Wadi did very well when he played J Mafia last time they played was he used down throw into Shadow Ball as a great mix-up option. Oh, you know what? Actually, I just realized, dude, this stage pick actually works kind of well for Mewtwo because you got back throw, you got fairs, so the KO power also works for Mewtwo here.
Oh, it makes sense. You're right. Okay.
Actually, even at that,
Shadow Ball too. Oh, that's it. Sometimes Sharp doesn't get the best punishes. I've noticed. Like sometimes he definitely misses down like really good Smash punishes.
It might be a combination factor too. It's like not only do you have that was a great B reverse Shadow Ball. Is he gonna look for a jump off ledge?
Okay, if he's looking for something. Oh, he reads the roll, but doesn't commit to the read. He reacts way too late.
I can't believe it. He got the dash attack though. He's gonna force him off stage. What's he gonna do about the get up?
Kill him? Oh, he's hesitating right now. He's like on these punishes. That's bad air dodge.
Both of them got that game 5 nerve going right now.
I think both these players are kind of like hesitating and playing it too safe. I don't know.
Everybody cracks. Everybody breaks everyone after a while. Down throw won't do it yet, even with Mewtwo's weight. But another few pummels could possibly take it off of another down throw, so Wadi's gotta be careful now.
Okay. And like down throw's a really good ledge option to kill. As soon as I say it, 2 down throws in a row.
And he misses. Oh, he misses the grab too. Nair's not gonna do it yet either. He only gets the something box. Does he get hit by side B off stage? We're at 4 minutes. Not a single stock is gone, which means somebody's gonna die right now.
Just about to say that. 3 minutes, no single stock. First second down throw. This stock's gonna be gone any second though.
That's 2 stocks in a row. We called it.
2 stocks. This could go time at this rate, to be honest. 2 stocks, 4 minutes left. With how Wadi is forcing Sharp to play this, yeah.
It is incredible. It's incredible. This has been so nuts. We're in their heads. What's he gonna do? He's got the full Shadow Ball. That's a massive amount of damage Sharp can't afford to take. So I think he might be baiting it out at some point with the Rebels guard. He's got to look for it when he catches Wadi on landing.
Oh. Nice drag down. Oh my.
Bro, Sharp, what are you doing?
Oh my. Bro, insane.
No, oh, he air dodged in. He figured it out. If you air dodge in towards it, all you take is a small punish versus taking the full punish by air dodging down with the Shadow Ball.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wadi,
oh, this is so scary. This is so scary. Oh, that's so horrifying. Wadi does so many jump fairs out of shield when he's scared or jump nairs.
My god. I like Wadi's pitch. Oh, good coverage. Damn. Recognize the teleport in.
That teleport in is so hard to punish because it's so fast. And like you see the jumps, you want to react to the jump. But you can't. You have to wait for the teleport. You don't catch the jump immediately.
It doesn't have nearly as much end lag as people might think, too. It's actually relatively like decent landing option. Oh, that shield is going away. Wadi's now starting to swing.
Yeah, that's it. Covers like every tech option, honestly. But I said, if Sharp took away, he wouldn't get caught by the forward air combo, but unfortunately, he has to make a pretty big comeback now. Because Wadi is at kill sense, but he's not letting Sharp get these jumping aerials. Wadi is so good about just shielding and making sure Sharp has to grab him to get anything up close.
And Wadi's already adjusting. Oh, that down tilt's gonna take it though. Is
last stock, guys. Last game, last stock.
Wadi going right into, not even waiting, just immediately challenging. He's gonna force him to go to ledge. Almost catches him with the disable.
Oh, the Nair to follow. Oh, he did not read the option. I thought he was trying to like an air dodge, and Sharp did not give it to him. Oh, the Arsenal runs out just he goes for the back here. Doesn't get as much damage as he wanted to, probably.
Yeah, and now this is huge because, like, oh, man, I'm surprised
he didn't die at the end with the choices.
I cannot believe he didn't die to that. Sharp still has a chance, but that up air might do it. It is gonna do it.
Up air, just like that. That is game, set, match, and Wadi barely wins. Last stock, a mid-percent Joker. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Barely takes Galaxy Gambit number 12. Insane run.
Oh my god. I love it. I love every bit. How do we every single week we get some ridiculous shit like this, but this one was easily, this might be my favorite grand finals we've had yet.
Probably the best top 8 we've had so far. We had sick matches, we had sick, just a phenomenal top 8 overall. Probably the best one.
What a week so for us to get over 1,000 views finally on, this. This was incredible.
Thank you everyone. Oh my god, who was watching this? You guys literally just came in for the best Galaxy Gambit, everyone who is here today.
Facts. If you want to learn, if you want to learn proper bait and punish tactics, if you want to learn how to adjust to somebody and really understand how to play the matchup at high level, watch this game over and over again. Watch this set. They changed up so good so many times, and it just I got no words. I got no words. I'm freaking blushing over the fun that I just had with that set.
Just adaptations. You saw players go from super aggressive to super passive, so character switch, stages that changed the matchups so much.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And even when we